Let's start with surplus Forex weekly forecast for the week May 18, 2020 to May 22, 2020. As usual, we always start with the USD index. Before starting with the USD index, let me wrap up the summary of previous week. In short, we could not get into trade for GBPUSD, USD Swiss franc, and gold. And we did met loss on two pairs, EURUSD and Kiwi USD. But all in all, very profitable week. We met both targets on USD JPY. We met both targets on Kiwi USD on a second run. We found our first target met 2 times on USDCAD, good opportunity, and same thing happened on Aussie USD, and we did meet a good target on our first target on crude oil, as well as we closed with overall 240 plus pips. So yeah, very profitable week with all as a summary. And let's start with the USD index. For USD index, the wonderful part was that it closed at 99.1 the previous week and opened at 99.83. That was quite a jump above the EMEA, and I expect that it to rise up to 100.7, close to 100.7, and then fall from there. As of now, Fed Chair Mr. Powell pointed against the negative interest rate. That means less dovish speech, and so obviously it's expecting to be bearish now. So I'm all in all, my take on USD index, my bias on USD dollar will be bearish for the coming week. I stay the same like last week, but we'll be open both ways to capture as many pips as possible. So let's start with, as of now, currently it's sitting at 136, close to 100.36, and I expect it to rise from here to 100.7, close to 100.7, 100.8, and then start falling from there. It'll be close to 8860 for 0.860 for the fib. So I expect it to start falling from here for the next week. So let's see on a 4-hour chart how I'm taking it on. On a 4-hour chart, if it falls below 99.9, so I'll make my entry at 99.86, keeping first target at 99.63 and second target at 99.29, right above the old support. I'll keep my second target at 99.35. On the reverse side, if it keep rising, then and it make a good test here, close to, then I'll make my entry at 100.56. if it makes a test at 100.5 here, I'll make my entry at 100.56, and I expect it to meet the first target at 100.79, keeping second target at 101.07. so once again, my take on USD index will be bearish for the coming week. Let's start with Euro USD on a daily time frame. We see that as of now, its current value is sitting under EMEA 17 or EMEA 17. It's under the downtrend line, but as my take on USD index is bearish, so I am bullish on Euro USD. Current value it's sitting at 1.0819. So from here, once it's above the 1.085, so I'll be making my bullish entries, and down below, if it's below 1.0796, so I'll be making my bearish entries. But we'll be open both ways. Let's see on a 4-hour chart how I'm doing it. On a 4-hour chart, if it crosses, makes a good test above 1.0898, then that will be my entry point. 1.0898, 1.09. My first target will be 1.0932 and second target at 1.0931, close to the very old resistance. On the reverse side, if it starts falling, that will be my excellent entry point right below the old support. So my entry point will be 1.7888 and my first target will be 1.0761 and second target 1.0730. So again, I'm open both ways, but I expect it to rise above 1.0888. Next one is GBPUSD on a daily time frame. We see it's falling, expected to fall further before it starts rising. As of now, current value, it's sitting at 1.2104 and it's below the EMA, it's below the downtrend line. And let's see on a 4-hour chart how I've put it. I expect it to rise as I'm bearish on USD. So if it crosses the old support come resistance of 122.68, then I'll makes a good test here. Please make sure. And if it clears that test, 122.95 will be my entry point here, and taking first target at 124.36, second target at 126.23, right below the top resistance of 126.45. On the reverse side, if it starts falling, then I'll make my entry at 121.38, keeping first target at 119.76 and second target at 118.21. Now you can keep your stop loss right below 121.70, about 15 pips of 121.70 when you are making your entry at 122.95. So I still expect it to rise from here, fall and then rise. We could not make trade on GBPUSD last week, and this week, coming week, surely we'll capture good pips on GBPUSD. Next one is a US dollar Canadian dollar pair. On US dollar Canadian dollar pair, currently sitting at 141.09. It's currently sitting at this 149.09. It's above the as of now it's above the EMA. It's still haven't crossed the uptrend line. It's above the trend line, so it seems to be bullish, but my take on this one is bearish as well. And for the last week, we met the first target twice on this, and because you see it replicated the pattern here on a 4-hour chart, very easy to see. Let's go on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, you see it replicated the pattern here. So I made my good entry once again here. So once I got it made the good entry, and so we captured both pips twice, once here on 12th, 13th, and once again on 15th yesterday. So now on a 4-hour chart, this is displaying a different set of entry points now than the last week. So on a 4-hour chart, if it crosses a 141.45, makes a test here, then crosses the old resistance, so that will be my entry point. On a reverse side, if it starts rising, and the target will be 141.68 and the second target will be 142.11, but I expect the USD to fall. So in line with that, if it falls below 140.48, my entry point will be 140.40. Make sure it makes a test here, like we always check. Always remember, make the decision once the candle is complete. once again, if it crosses a 140.48, makes a good test at 140.40, that will be my entry point, making the first target at 140.17 and second target at 139.81. Always make sure follow your plan. So I'm bearish on USCAD for the upcoming week, but we are open both ways to capture maximum pips. For the next one is US dollar Japanese yen. On daily time frame, we see that current value, it's sitting below EMA 17, it's below the downtrend line, and as I'm bearish on US dollar, I expect it to fall further, with expecting that Mr. Powell has gone against the negative interest rate. Otherwise, it could have been all bullish. Now, we are bearish on this on USD Japanese yen on a 4-hour chart. If it falls below 106.86, then my entry will be 106.80. My first target will be 106.64 and second target will be 106.42. On the reverse side, if it crosses the old resistance and makes a good test at 107.50, that will be my entry point, 107.50, and first target at 107.69, second target right below the very old resistance of 107.93 will be my second target. I'll keep my stop loss at 107.19 in this case. That's the old pivotal point. So that's a US dollar Japanese yen. Alright traders, that's all from me for this week. You can get analysis, entries and exits on more pair at surplusforex.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please like, subscribe and share the video, and huge thanks to all the current participants who like, subscribe and share. For those who are new to Forex and now can get more information on trading Forex market from this book, I named it Forex Must-Haves, or by visiting website or surplusforex.com. I wish you all wonderful weekend and profitable trading in the week ahead, and see you next time.